Hey guys, Frugal Samurai here. Welcome again to my channel in which we discuss all things personal finance. So today I wanted to share with you guys a common question which I've always asked myself when I first started out in real estate investing, and that is, which ownership structure or entity should I buy in? Therefore, today's video is going to be on the three most common type of ownership structures of an individual, a company, and a trust. It's always important to consider which structure that you buy in because there will be tax and also legal consequences for each. And just a quick disclaimer, all information here is personal advice only. Please seek professional advice from your solicitor or your accountant to make sure which structure is best suited for you. And if you're liking this channel, do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button below so you won't miss out on any of my weekly videos on personal finance and investing. Structure 1, individual. Buying in an individual name is the simplest and cheapest option. For example, the Frugal Samurai buys 123 Smith Street. It is also the most straightforward when it comes time to applying for a loan. If you are buying a family home, an advantage of an individual structure is that there is no capital gains tax applicable when it comes time to sell. If you are buying for an investment, you are able to claim negative gearing, which is a tax deduction against income producing assets, and there is also a 50% capital gains tax discount to be applied if you have held the property for at least 12 months before you sell. However, when you are buying in individual names, please note there is minimal asset protection because you personally own the asset. So if you are sued or become bankrupt, then you do run the risk of losing that asset. If you work in a particular litigious industry such as medicine, then be very careful of this. So next up is structure 2, a company structure. A company structure is a separate legal entity, for example, the Frugal Samurai Pty Ltd, and hence has increased asset protection as the property is held in the company name, not the individual. Therefore, you'll see a lot of sophisticated property investors or developers buying in a company structure. Most companies with a turnover of under 25 million, like hello, most of them, will also have a flat 27.5% tax applicable to any income being produced. This can be beneficial if you are a high income earner where you are paying the highest marginal tax rate of 47% Medicare levy included. However, unlike buying in individual names, there is no capital gains tax discount applicable, and also any potential negative gearing is carried forward each year to offset against any potential future income. It is also more costly and expensive to set up and maintain a company. Finally, this brings us to structure 3, a trust. There are two main types of trust, unit trust and also a discretionary trust, or what's commonly known as a family trust. The family trust structure is the one which most people go because it does offer increased asset protection, potential tax benefits, and can also be a smarter way for estate planning. So if you're unfamiliar with trust, here is a very simple example. So imagine that there is a car with two adults in the front seat and two kids in the back seat. The car itself is the trust, it is just a vehicle. The driver in the front seat, he or she is the trustee, they steer the trust. And the other passengers are what's known as the beneficiaries. They derive a benefit from the trust under guidance from the trustee. Make sense? A benefit of the trust is that the flow of income or capital gains can be distributed to those who are on a lower tax bracket. There is also a 50% capital gains discount in play, but there is no negative gearing allowed. Similar to companies, any losses incurred in the trust is trapped in the trust to offset against any potential future income. Trust can also provide increased asset protection as the beneficiaries are not entitled to any profits or capital gains until the trustee makes a resolution to distribute that profit or income to them. Also, if any of the beneficiaries become bankrupt, then assets held in the trust are insulated from potential creditors. Of course, there are other structures to purchase property in, for example, JVs or joint ventures. This is usually where two unrelated parties come together for a development, for example. Syndication or pooled funds, as the name suggests, this is where people pool their money together to acquire larger assets, and also self-managed super funds, in which case you create your own super fund for investing. But whichever way we decide to purchase our property, it is always important that we seek professional advice from either our lawyer or our accountant to make sure that we are buying it in the best structure for us. This is because any changes to the ownership structure down the track can be costly and also difficult to do. That's why it is imperative that we have the foresight to make sure that we get it right now. If you have any questions on this or any other topic, please leave a comment below and I will reply back as soon as I can. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click on the little bell below, turn on notifications on, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Trusts can also provide increased asset protection. Just go. Similar to companies in, so